Am I live? Hello, is anybody out there? Again, I didn't do the required pre-advertise. I did a little advertising. I posted on the Higgy Facebook page and a couple of groups, but I'm not being consistent, and I know it. Peach will be here with us momentarily. So in the meantime, hi, background. There is somebody out there. Yay! Peach will be here momentarily, but in the meantime, enjoy our intro, and we'll get started. Okay. Hi. Peach will be here very soon. She said she would. I don't know. She could have been lying to me. But um, we have some stuff to talk about, guys. First of all, I'm sorry that I haven't been consistent with being here every Friday. Last Friday, I actually had another surgery. I know you guys, I told you already that I had the septoplasty. Had that in early July, um, but it didn't really take. It needed a revision. And now septoplasty is different than rhinoplasty. I did not get a nose job. I like my nose. I think my nose is fine. I don't want to change it, but I do want to be able to breathe better. So I had the septoplasty done in early July, um, but he did sort of like a basically he did this kind of thing where let's do the easy thing first, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll go back and do the hard thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Scuba. Um, so But he said there's a high probability that I would need to come back and do the hard thing. But it was kind of like, well, let's try the easy thing first and see if it works. And the easy thing didn't work at all. So he came back and we did the hard thing last Friday. I was in the hospital last Friday. Um, and this is definitely a much harder thing because here it is a week later and I still feel like I got punched in the face. So I actually did not take a pain pill today. Today was the first day I did not take any drugs. I have 3 left, um, just in case, but I'm definitely feeling it. Whew, kind of hurting today. Um, the look, yeah. I don't like I said I don't want to change my nose. I like my nose. I think my nose is fine. Okay, I think I have a nice nose. Not too worried about my nose, but so I was very concerned about that. But he actually kind of went in and kind of broke the septal bone and kind of shaved it back a little, like took a piece. I'm not sure exactly what he did actually, but I am breathing better, which is awesome. Um, but yeah, I'm still hurting and I still feel like I got punched in the face. So um, for you guys who willingly go into battle and punch each other in the face, I don't know how or why you do it because this sucks. Here's the thing. You probably, you ever notice how like you don't realize how often you do something until that part of your body hurts? And then of course every time you do it, you realize it. Like for example, I did not realize that pretty much every time I go to switch positions in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping, I tend to smash my face into the pillow while I do it. Uh, that hurts. So You just like smacking your face into the floor to break your nose. Yeah. He didn't have to break my nose. He definitely did not break this. This stayed intact. But the bone that's behind the nose that sort of sits in between your sinus cavities, kind of helps give the cartilage structure, um, is the one that he broke. So, um, anyway, so yeah, and I imagine most people probably smash their face into the pillow whenever they're changing positions. They just don't realize they do it because it doesn't hurt. Um, but yeah, I didn't realize that I smashed my face into the pillow whenever I'm changing positions in the middle of the night. Of course, it's also much more difficult to change positions in the middle of the night now because I have a 60-pound dog that's spooning me. Um, he is so cool. We love him so much. We have officially changed his name. I know we said his name was Chowder, but I wasn't crazy about the name Chowder. I mean, I was getting used to it. It was starting to grow on me. But one morning, he was not. We were talking to him, trying to get him to get up and move, right? And he didn't. He wasn't even responding really. Like I was calling his name, and he wasn't even like flinching. He wasn't looking at me or anything. And I was like, David, he does not know his name. So David started calling out random Star Wars themed names. You know, he said Luke. He said Anakin. He said Solo. He said Lando, Grogu, Mando. You know, he started calling out different names to him. And the one that got his ears to perk and his tail to wag every single time was Obi-Wan. Or Obi. Obi. Okay. So he was Obi-Wan, and oh, those ears went up. That tail started to wag. Obi-Wan. Ooh, tail starts wagging faster. So Obi-Wan it is. So he is now Obi-Wan K. Higginbotham. That's his full name. um, he is, and he seems to be responding to that pretty well. He knows some commands. He knows sit, he knows stay, he knows come. I'm working on shake. He doesn't really know shake. He kind of knows down. He knows down is to lay down, not to get down. Like if he gets on the couch and I say down, he's like, oh, you mean you want me to lay down right here? No, I want you to get down off the couch. But that's only when I'm eating. um, so anyway, uh, but we have some vapocalypse stuff to talk about, guys. Okay. I know you guys, like, in many ways, people are like, oh, you know, they keep doing this, they keep doing that, they keep saying they're going to enforce it, but they're not enforcing it. Guys, 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 they are finding other ways, okay, to destroy this industry. Ways that you're not hearing about, okay? I just found out today. I'm running low on VG. Okay, VG is essential. Oh, we know this. And I went to get a quote from my supplier. The price of VG has, well, actually, the price of VG. I mean, when we first started this business, the price of VG has more than tripled. Okay, it has more than doubled since the last time I bought VG. Okay, and here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. Apparently, a 6 million pound, okay, 6 million pounds. Okay, let's give you an idea. A drum weighs roughly 600 pounds. All right, so let's do some math here. Okay, so 6 million divided by 600 is 10,000 barrels of VG that was coming from Malaysia, okay, got turned away at customs recently. 10,000 barrels of VG. Now, I'm not completely sure why it had to come from Malaysia. Well, probably like for any other thing because it's cheaper that way. Because it's not like we don't produce enough soy and palm here in the States to make this stuff. Um, but that's just it though. 10,000 barrels of VG was recently turned away at customs coming from Malaysia. And so VG has skyrocketed. The price of VG has skyrocketed. Um, you're probably going to start seeing this affecting some of your pricing. I mean, the trickle down effect of that is it's not, it, it's going to come to you guys. Yeah. First it was PG, because of all the the hand sanitizer and stuff that was being produced over here. Um,
Oh, thank you.
the price of PG doubled. Okay, last time I bought PG, about fell out. All right, and then yeah, and then now you've got VG. Okay, is also. I mean, it's just a mess, guys. Okay, but there's more to it than that actually, and I keep getting messages. Whatever. What? Okay, I'm not gonna do. I don't know if David's watching me, but he just sent me articles that I don't. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to get political, but he sent me some funny articles. Anyway, um, is she here? Peach isn't here yet. She'll be here soon. Cloud checker. Give her a minute. She'll be here. She told me. She said, "Start without me. I'll be there shortly." And she sent me that message at 5:55. So that was 15 minutes ago. All right. Um, All right, but here's the next thing. Okay, so they're blocking the importation of VG, making VG more expensive. Okay. Then this has been all over my Facebook feed. Now, it may not be all over your Facebook feed because I don't know, like, I mean, obviously my Facebook feed is filled with other manufacturers and shops and advocates and, people who are kind of on the manufacturing side, right? Because those are the people that I tend to associate with. Um, but the FDA is rejecting PMTAs left and right. Okay, now, and here's the thing: they strung us along. Okay, the left ball, what? Left ball stuck. What does that mean? Um, I have live chat on. I'm not missing anything, right? All right. So, um, oh, that ball. Duh. Okay. Right. Here we go. Let's fix that. Thank you. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. There we go. I need to get maintenance on that. All right. So, got the message wrong. I meant to say hi. Oh, thank you. Hi, Kachuk. And I want you guys to remember too, we still have our overstock sale going on. Okay, you can get, if you guys, you DIYers out there, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of flavors, but we do have, I think, 12 flavors. There, uh, some TFA, some Capella, some flavor. I think there's one Flavor West and a few flavor art flavors as well. Um, that are for like half the price you can get it on any other site. So feel free to stock up. It's not like it's a limit one per customer or anything. We're only doing 30 ml bottles. Stock up, please. Help us get rid of it. We don't want it to go bad. Okay. Um, anyway, what was I going to say? Okay, so yeah, the PMTA stuff. All right. And this is all right. So for those of you who haven't been around or haven't really been paying attention, or not paying attention but keeping up with it, there's has been, there's a lot of stuff to go through the PMTA stuff. All right, a lot. There's so much paperwork, and it was so much. And then even once you get through all of this crazy amounts of paperwork, I mean, we're talking millions of pages of paperwork to go through. And once you get all that and you submit it to the FDA, then they go through this review process, right? And now there's so far, there's been quite a few companies that have made it to what they call the filing stage. Now, this is very, very misleading. Okay, there's like 7 different stages of the PMTA process. There's the received. I can't remember the stages now. I'd have to go back and look. I've got it in paperwork somewhere. But there's like a received. There's an accepted. Accepted doesn't mean that it's approved. Okay, accepted just means, hey, we got it. We think there's enough here to actually take a look at it. You know, we kind of did a preliminary skim and said, okay, you've got all the pieces and parts in place. So we'll review it now. Okay. Then it goes into a review phase. All right, and the review phase is a little bit more intense. They actually go through and they start picking it apart and making sure that you not only have all the components that they want, but that those components are complete. Okay, and then once you get past the review phase, there's the filing phase. Now, the filing phase is still not an approval. Okay, this just means that now they're going to take it to the next level of review, basically. They're going to keep reviewing it. They're going to keep digging into it deeper and deeper and deeper and making sure that they find everything that they want to find in there. All right, then you're going to have, there's a testing phase. All right, the testing phase is really what's going to cost the most money. Okay, and yes, technicalities, absolutely. A lot of them will get rejected due to technicalities, all right? But we're talking people who have submitted full and complete PMTAs, minus the testing part, where, you know, there was no need to actually try to do any testing until they ask for it, okay? And so you get to the filing phase, and that's where they're going to start asking for samples, and they're going to want these samples tested, and that's what's going to really cost a lot of money. And this is where a lot of people are going to fall out at that point because they're not going to be able to afford it. So then once you get past that, then there's like another review phase, and then there's like like approved or rejected, approved or denied. Like basically, it goes through all these different phases until it's officially filed, approved, and you've been granted your marketing order. Okay. Hi Breeze, how you doing? Um, so they've been stringing everybody who submitted their stuff. They had it in by the deadline, which was September 9th last year, and they've been stringing them along now for a year. They've been sending acceptance letters, they've been sending filing letters, they've been sending review letters, they've been sending all kinds of stuff. They've been stringing people along. And now that they've gotten to this final phase, they are rejecting flavors. They're not rejecting all of them outright. Okay. Like one PMTA can bridge across thousands of products. Okay, they were at least smart enough to say, hey, we're not. We don't want a separate PMTA for every single SKU you have because that's stupid. And it would be so much overloaded work that there'd be no way anybody could ever possibly get through it. But they're rejecting partial PMTAs. Okay, I saw somebody say that they posted, they had like 47,000 SKUs attached to their PMTA, and like 45,000 of them got rejected. And all of them were non-tobacco flavors. Okay, so what are they doing? Are they going through these PMTAs and they're rejecting anything that's not a tobacco flavor, tobacco or menthol? And once it's rejected, I mean, it's done. You know, you could apply again, I suppose, but they're saying that there isn't enough substantiated proof that you're protecting public health with these products just because they're flavored like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let that sink in, guys. They're making it so that the companies can't sell products. They're making it so that you can't make your own. Okay, they're cranking up the cost of everything. All right, good luck trying to find nicotine. And now, apparently, good luck trying to find VG. I mean, really. The vapocalypse is upon us. I'm not even totally sure what we're going to do about it. I mean, they're coming at us from all these different directions. What are your thoughts? Somebody say something. And where's Peach? Keep using it up shipping. You know, Cloud Chucker. Now, I don't, and this might tend to get a little on the political side, and I don't mean to, and I don't want to, but David sent me a video this morning. Well, yeah, yeah, and it was a TikTok video. All is not lost. And Breeze, now this is where your optimism needs to come into play. Okay, what I'm about to tell you here. Okay, because it's not just the vapocalypse that's upon us. I saw this TikTok video now, and granted, it's possible that this is all bullshit, and you just got a bunch of different people to make this, to make this video and scare people. I mean, there's a lot of people in it though. You have to have a lot of people willing to put forth some serious lies to make this video work. Okay, but basically the video was a string of excerpts from different farmers, including the UK, by the way, Cloud Checker, including the UK. That the government is actually paying farmers 1.5 times what their land is worth or what their crops are worth or something like that, to destroy their crops. That if they were to farm their crops and try to sell their products, they would actually lose money. And these farmers can't afford to do that. So they are actually being paid to destroy their crops and create a food shortage. You know some of these folks? Okay, so there you go. There's Breeze knows what video I'm talking about, and she's saying that she knows some of these people personally. She lives in Nebraska, by the way. The video is based in Nebraska. But there's a British person in that video as well, and yeah, that they're trying to create a food shortage. They're destroying crops. They're destroying food that could feed people, right? Yeah. Agent Orange. Agent Orange is known to cause cancer. Like, how many of our men died in Vietnam because they were exposed to Agent Orange? What the actual fuck is happening? Okay. It is unbelievable. Okay, so Dyer has a if customs can't find a truck size brick of fentanyl, customs can't find all the things you order from China. This is true, Dyer thing. All right. That isn't why we pay people to trash crops. Tell me why we pay people to trash crops, because I need to know why. Like, I don't understand why. Why would you trash a crop? I mean, you have all these people who are constantly talking about all the starving people in the world, all of the homeless people that even in this country that are homeless and they're hungry, and why would you destroy food? Like, I don't know. This video had me in tears this morning. I was literally watching it in tears and just realizing that it's like they'll stop at nothing to control us to the point where I don't even know. Allow a simpler example. Milk. Okay, milk has expiration on it. Granted, I understand that. How long do you raise a cow before you get milk? Um, I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea how long cows live. I'm assuming probably 20, 30 years maybe. I'm figuring a cow probably needs to be 3-ish maybe before it starts producing milk. 3, maybe 4 years old. I have no idea. I am not an expert in animal husbandry. Does a cow stop producing milk when people have no place to take it? No, of course not. Now I'm very open to hearing what you have to say, Dire Thing. So you're saying that there's a surplus of crops. Does a cow have to eat every day? Of course, yes. Oh, I am talking about, well, I'm talking about the other components of vape, actually. I was talking about it. I was talking about what the FDA is doing to to reject the PMTAs. People who have to store their crops are told to use a freaking lawnmower to cut emissions. Yeah, I know, I saw that too. Not exactly a surplus, a supply chain issue. So, you're saying that these farmers have nowhere to sell the milk that the stores, the distribution channels are not buying? We paid dairy to dump 40% of milk for 4 months. Like, why? I didn't stop drinking milk. Hi! I can't hear you yet. It's still
Wait.
connecting your audio.
Hi.
There you are.
How are you?
So we're talking about, I saw a video today. I saw a video this morning. David sent it to me about how the government is actually paying farmers 50% over market value to destroy their crops instead of farming the food. And this is happening all across the state of Nebraska.
We're doing this. Why?
Yeah, I know. So Dire Thing is actually trying to explain why there may be a reason for that. Okay, so Dire Thing says $40 of milk, 40, wait, 40 dollars, 40 of milk packagers are not equipped to make consumer packaging. Right. You got to send that to a distributor, and the distributor then packages the milk and then sends it to the grocery stores where we buy it. And I mean, I get all that. You pay them to destroy the crop or the milk because if you don't, they do not have the funds to repeat the cycle. Wait, you pay them to destroy the crop because if you don't, they do not have the funds to repeat the cycle. Repeat the cycle of what? For the packaging? You know what? This is above my pay grade, and I should change the subject.
Right? Like, what the hell did I just walk into?
And I started it, and it's my fault. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. But
Goodness.
it was just really, really scary to
Look,
read.
look how pretty.
Aww, did you buy those for yourself?
Huh?
Or did somebody give those to you?
No, I got them for myself.
They're so pretty.
Kroger has them for $6 a dozen.
Ooh, so pretty.
I was like, okay, I'm down for 2.
Okay, so Dire Thing says you would pay them to destroy the crops or the milk because if you don't, they do not have the funds to repeat the cycle. You would otherwise have to slaughter the cows because the milk not sold would have paid for their food.
Okay, moving right along.
Yeah, like I said, I started this, and I'm sorry because this is above my pay grade. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Obviously, you have to sell the milk to buy food to feed the cows so they make more milk. Like, I get that. I get that, right? But if you're not selling the milk, you don't have the money to buy the food to feed the cows. But if you're destroying the milk, well, because if the government's paying you to destroy the milk, then you have the money to feed the cows to make more milk.
Yeah.
But how does that work with crops? I mean, crops. I mean, yes, you have to fertilize the crops, obviously. So if you're not able to sell the food, and you have to destroy the food, but why aren't you able to sell the food? It's not like we don't have enough people here to feed. You know what I'm saying?
And if not, I'm sure there are plenty of governments that would pay
Mm,
to have that.
yeah. So, yeah, David says stick to the dogs. Yeah, let's talk about my dogs again.
Let's do that. In fact, one of the reasons I'm late is because on my way into the neighborhood, I get a text message says, "Got your dog here again."
Which one?
Well, as you guys know, I have two huskies, and huskies are known escape artists.
Yes.
And yeah, one of the huskies had managed to get one of the gates open and trolloping his happy little ass down the road. It was Bear, the one who's normally
I
the
thought Bear is the Rottweiler.
no, that's Spike.
That's Spike. That's Spike. Okay, that's right. Bear
No,
and Whiskey. No,
Whiskey and Bear, yeah.
Whiskey
Bear's
and
the
Bear. Yeah.
son. Bear's the one who, in the 8 or 9 years we've had him, we've never heard him bark. He's the I don't give a fuck dog. Yeah, apparently he got out.
Guys, I wish you guys could meet these dogs. They're so beautiful.
Mm.
Um, and
Between
Kimber has offered. Kimber has offered to see if we could do some what's the there's a cognitive therapy called overexposure kind of training to see if
oh,
once we get OB heartworm free, like obviously we have to wait for him to be heartworm free, but once he's heartworm free, she has offered to maybe let's bring OB over there, let's see if we can get him to start interacting with some big dogs
mhm.
and not be as aggressive because he takes that. Oh, he does that pit bull thing, you know.
AL2 to know,
He does
but
that pit. He bows up though when he does that pit bull stance, almost like with his feet turned inward.
yeah, yeah. Well, I have um, out of all the dogs that I have, the the one that got out today, Bear, is probably the most docile animal I've ever run into in my life. Um, he very much, like I said, we've never heard him bark ever. He has sung a little bit, that husky song, but
Uh-huh.
he's not a vocal dog, not like most huskies.
Check out the
And,
stream. This is David's current situation. We put a bed in his studio.
oh my God, look at that face. I'm telling
He's like,
y'all,
my bed.
he does not want me to visit because I'm coming home with a pit. I'm telling you.
No, you're not.
I'm telling you.
You'd
Don't
have to
mark
get in
my words.
line, honey.
Mark my words.
I cannot begin to tell you how many offers we have had to take him off our hands should we need the service. Many, many offers. So yes,
Horrible.
you have to get in line
But
for
yeah,
him.
we're gonna try. I was telling Jen, I think he has some kind of past issue with a big dog. Like maybe his previous home had a bigger dog who was an asshole
Well,
or something.
if we're to believe what the Facebook page said, okay, because David actually went back and found the post that Gwinnett Animal Shelter made of him
Hmm.
um, when he was ready for adoption, and it said that he was picked up wandering in Lawrenceville. So he was out on the street.
Hmm.
We don't know how long he was out on the street. We don't. I mean, I can't believe that he was a complete stray. I can't
Right,
believe that he
because
was he
how
was
sweet he is.
born in as a stray and raised as a stray.
Yeah.
Um, we do believe he came from somewhere. We think it's possible that maybe it was some backyard breeders. Maybe um, they found out he was heartworm positive and they just couldn't afford to have him treated. We don't really know. We have no idea where he came from. But he's very sweet. He does know commands. He's housebroken. Very housebroken actually. I mean, this boy can hold it. Holy crap. um I mean, and it's not even like by our choice. It's not like us not taking him out, hold it. I mean, it was like one of those things where like he's laying in bed he doesn't want to get out of bed. And people say, "Oh, get a dog. They're great alarm clocks." Not my dogs. Okay, this dog will lay in bed until noon. Okay, and David comes in and he's like, "Obi, I admire your ability to hold it, but son, you got to come outside." And then he comes out and he pees like 3 cups, 3 cups
Yeah,
of pee.
that's the thing about big dogs is they might have a bigger bladder and can hold a little bit longer, but boy, when they go, whoo,
Yeah.
ever.
So he is, whereas I mean, Fizzgig, she has a bladder the size of an almond, so it's like, yeah,
God, look how big those suckers are.
they are big. They're gonna bloom really pretty too.
Mhm. And you know, pink is my signature color.
It really is, guys. Her colors are blush and bashful.
I have chosen two colors of pink. One is much brighter.
Oh, okay, David's like a dog with a bone here. He will not let go of this topic. All right, everybody, y'all know Andrew Cuomo is a total jackass, and he resigned before he could be impeached from the state of New York governorship. And when he did, he left his dog behind. He didn't want to take his. He just left his dog in the governor's mansion. And said, "Y'all do whatever you want with it." What a dickhead. He did. He just left the dog behind. What a dick. And apparently, Biden's dog is biting everybody. He knows he's not in a good situation. He's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Motherfuckers, y'all put me in this place. Set me up. I did I tell you that I've got no, I didn't tell you. I ordered I went to the eye doctor, got a new prescription.
Yay. Did you get
Yay!
some from Zenny?
I did order two from Zenny
Ooh.
and both of them were pink.
Oh, of course they are. Of course they are.
I was gonna get a purple one, and but then the other pink one that I found, I got two pair. I got one pair for driving and one pair for computer reading. Uh,
Okay. So
and then
is
I
like
got
one pair strictly like reading glasses and one pair is for
no,
no,
they're
no
both
bifocal.
progressives. Um,
Okay.
the the driving pair is mainly so that I can see all the faraway stuff as
Right.
well as what's right in front of me.
Right.
And then the computer pair is one that I can't see far away, but it's still a progressive because of half blind.
Well,
Yeah.
I need to go to the eye doctor myself, and I have admitted to myself now that it is time for me to get some bifocals. Um, I wanted to get these same frames. I love these frames, but apparently they're too small this way. There's not enough room to
Yeah, you
put
can't get
bifocals on them.
progressive, the smaller. I know, I'm the same way.
So,
I love the rectangle glasses, but
so I mean, I've narrowed down on a few that I think I really like, but yeah, because I can't even, guys, I can't even see the tick marks on the syringes anymore when I'm in the lab.
God,
I'm all like holding it out like this, going, "Urgh, what is that?" It's pretty
that's
bad.
hilarious.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
wait until David starts. Once the insurance kicks in, because you get $150 allowance for frames,
I
which
don't need, well, I mean, well, so they'll
they
cover that even if
reimburse.
you, oh, okay, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
I
Awesome.
had to call. I had to call the vision people because I wasn't sure because Zenny doesn't have anything on there about insurance or anything.
Right,
I was like, okay, what's the deal here? And she said, well, we do have a couple of in-network online vision guys where you can just plug in your insurance information and they'll do it automatically. And she said, and we do recommend that because you don't get as much of a benefit if you go out of network, which Zenny would be out of network. I was like, okay. So I went and looked. The the in-network guys are just as expensive as the damn ophthalmologist. So I'm like, negative, Commander. And she said, uh, for out of network, instead of getting $150, you get like $50 or something like that. My frames at Zenny are 20. Okay,
yeah.
you know,
Guys, guys, if y'all need glasses,
if you do.
and there's more than one place. There's also another one. Well, there's a frame I found. I haven't gone there yet, so I don't know what it's like. But it's instead of Vogue Me, it's Vogue Me, VOOGUEME.com.
Okay.
Um, and there's a pair of cat eye glasses there that have these rhinestones on them that I'm really kind of digging.
Okay.
Um,
That sounds like you. Let's go.
yeah. um, but Zenny Optical guys, here, you know what? I'll put the link in the room. If y'all need glasses, I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
It is the way to go, man. Because at the doctor's office, my
they
glasses.
will give you. All you have to do is say, "Can I have my prescription?" Okay? They will give you a little, like here. I think I still here. Look like this.
Yeah.
They give you a little prescription thing that, and they write down everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Okay? It gives you your lens power, your astigmatism, the axle on the astigmatism, your pupillary or pupillary distance. It gives you
Although that you sometimes have to ask for.
you do have to ask for that, but
Yeah.
they'll give that to you in a prescription, and then you just punch it in.
Yeah.
They don't call your doctor to verify that you have this prescription. Okay, you just punch it in, and they
Yep.
send it to you.
Sure will. And
Okay.
and again, my glasses at the doctor's office were like $350.
Yeah.
Right? And not even designers, like they were just glasses. And on Zenny, less than $100.
These frames, okay, that now, okay, depending on what you get with lenses, obviously that's going to make the price go up. Okay, if you have to get bifocals, if you have to get, if you want progressives, meaning the no line bifocal, or if you want the ones that tint in the sunlight, and
Right.
if you
Yep.
want, obviously all of that stuff is going to add money to it. Okay, but if anybody who's bought glasses, if you go to the place and you look at frames, okay, we're not even talking lenses, we're just talking frames.
Right.
You're gonna spend $200 to $300, and that's not even on designer frames. That's just frames. Guess how much these frames cost at Zenny? $6.95, baby.
I was about to say, I just ordered one that was $6.99.
$6.95
Yep.
for these frames. All right. This pair of glasses, including expedited shipping, cost me $58.
What? That's astronomical.
Okay.
Ridiculously big.
Now,
Getting
once I get
morbid.
the add in the bifocals, that's probably going to be another $20. I mean, the stuff that you add to it makes the price go up. Okay, but I'm telling you, Zenny Optical is amazing. $58 for these glasses, people.
Okay, look how pretty this is.
Oh, my colors are pink and pink.
They really are. One is much deeper than the other.
Yeah,
And y'all,
scuba. I'm telling you,
yeah,
these frames are amazing. I've had these frames now for what, 2, 3 years? How long have I had
yeah,
these?
they
Let's see.
they don't they don't break.
I've had these for 2 years.
I've had metal pair. I've had mixed metal pair. I'm getting a plastic pair. Um, I mean, they are good frames.
Like
Uh,
the most expensive frame they have is like $27.
yeah,
Like seriously. Like
yeah,
that's the most expensive.
yeah. It's ridiculously inexpensive, and it's because they've cut out the whole middleman thing.
Because they realize that it's just plastic. Okay? It's just plastic.
Cloud Chucker, I am vaping on what I'm always vaping on, Kimber's apple scotch pie.
You'll splurge and get $27 frames, right? I'm
Yeah,
telling you though, I mean, Scuba, you like the wire rim ones. I mean, and they have some of those like frameless type. I don't know if you like the frameless type,
they've got the titaniums.
but they do. They have titanium, they have the wire frames, they have the frameless type, they have, but and like I said, I mean, if you get bifocals, obviously it's going to be more. If you want like she gets the progressives, which is the bifocals that don't have a line.
Yep.
My friend now, Denise, I don't think she's ever gone to Zenny Optical, but she has trifocals that are progressive.
Yeah.
And you can get all that there. Like they have hundreds of frames,
We do.
so many frames.
We
Pack
do.
Rat, is that you that messaged me? Let me go see.
And I
Or
got two pairs this time. I still only spent 120 for 2 pairs.
Nice.
Oh, in scuba, not only can you go there and get whatever shape glasses you want, you can even try them on. It will scan your face and you can try every pair of glasses on your face. It is amazing.
Yeah, I did that. I did that with both me and my mom. Because you can sit there and they'll tell you, they'll like, okay, move your face side to side, and
Yeah,
they record you doing this with your face.
yeah.
And then they put the glasses on you, and then you can move your face side to side and see how it looks on your face. So you can tell whether or not the frames are too big or too small for your head, kind of thing. Like,
That's what I did. And I actually, because of that, I switched out from one type of frame to another.
you would think that we are sponsored by Zenny Optical. We are not.
I know we should be. We need,
Actually,
we need
no,
to
do
call
it on
it.
your PC. It doesn't work on Chrome, but I believe it works on, I know it works on Edge. You might have to switch to Microsoft Edge to do it. It doesn't seem to want to work on Chrome. It does work on Brave. I've been using Brave, and Brave is a much, much better browser than Chrome. It doesn't have all
Hey,
that
what
extra
doesn't
Google
work on
shit
Chrome?
on it. What?
What doesn't work on Chrome?
The try on the
Oh, it
the
does for me. That's all I ever use.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Because it wouldn't work on Chrome for me. I had to switch to Edge every time I wanted to play with it.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay, bye Breeze. Thank you so much.
Hi, Breezy.
Yeah, no, Brave is Chrome. I mean, like it is such Chrome, but it's just not Google, which all the crap that Google comes with or tends to come with. I'm enjoying Brave quite a bit actually.
I'm gonna
Um,
go track my order right now.
I had not I didn't want to switch because I kind of had Chrome set up the way I liked it, and I didn't want to switch. But David was like, "Look, if you install Brave, it literally transfers all your crap over, like extensions and everything else."
Hmm.
And that's what happened. There's an extension. I have a start page that I really love that for some reason just stopped working on Chrome, and I couldn't even get it to restore it or anything. And I was so mad because this start page has like all these links that I've like established, and you know, it's just a really cool start page.
Neat.
And yeah, so if it works in Brave and not in Chrome, something is wrong with your Chrome. I mean, that's probably very true, dire thing. I mean, I'll give you that. But
Ooh,
what?
my glasses have been manufactured and are en route to distribution center.
What?
Mhm.
What? What? Nice.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Everything.
That's the thing too. When you get them, you're like, I want them now.
Mhm. Oh, but I can go ahead. Oh, that's another thing. Since I ordered from there, yeah, they don't have an insurance thing. But 7 days after your order, you go back in, like I'm doing right now, and you can print your FSA or HSA receipt
Oh,
and turn
nice.
it into the insurance company. Here you go, pay me.
Oh, Tiger, I'm so sorry.
Oh, what? What? I'm sorry, what?
Oh, Tiger, I'm so sorry.
Oh, oh,
I,
bless your heart.
honey, I'm telling that's what I tell people all the time. You can lose people in your life, people that you're close to, but there is nothing quite like losing a parent. It's just different. She knows. We both lost our dads. How old were you when you lost your dad?
It was 2011, so it's 10 years ago. So yeah,
Okay. So you
in
were
mid 30s.
40-ish.
I was in
Um,
my mid 30s, lady.
Mid 30s. Come on.
I was. I
In
was 30.
2011?
I was 37.
How could you have been 37 if I was
Oh no, I was
38?
30. I was 38. About to be 39, but I was 38.
Yeah. Hey, her scene. Yeah,
Hey
but
there.
so I lost mine in 2004. I was actually 30. Um, and yeah, it's just rough, man. You feel like you're just not finished with your parents yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I wasn't done with him yet. I was 30 years old. I was not done with my daddy yet.
Mm-mm.
And it just really sucks because this is a connection that you've had literally your whole life. It's just been this anchor. that's just not there anymore. And it really, really, really sucks. So I feel you, and I'm really, really sorry you're having to go through that.
Absolutely.
But, and I don't know if this will make you feel better, but for some reason, when somebody said this to me, it made me feel better. I was like really, it was just like kind of piling on top of me, and I was just like, I can't handle it. It's like I wish my dad, it's like of all the things that I'm going through, it's like I wish my dad was here, know. And somebody said to me, he said, I know it sucks, but this is just something that we all go through. It's not supposed to be the other way around. This is something that we all have to deal with sooner or later. And I don't know why, but that just made me feel better. Like just knowing that this is the natural order of things. This is something everybody has to go through. This is just something that we all face sooner or later, and you just have to do it. And it just I don't know why, it just made me feel better to just remember that yeah, this is just something we all have to do. This is a cross we all have to bear.
And there's something about knowing that other people have gone through what you're going through that gives you some hope, that that the pain won't last. That deep, intense pain of losing someone so close to you, that won't last. That I think that's why people always seek out those support groups,
Yeah.
so that they do get that the little hope that this is not going to hurt this bad forever.
No. It always sucks.
True.
Don't get me wrong. It always sucks. I mean, it's been 17 years, okay, for me, and believe me, it still sucks. I still think about him every day. I still miss him every day.
Yeah.
I There are so many things that happen that I wish I could share with him. He never met David, for example, so and him and David would have been uncomfortably good friends. Uncomfortably close. I mean, they would have been
Uncomfortable for
major.
all of us. Yeah.
Yes, they would have been major buddies, okay? And I mean, like, I would have loved for him to have met Fizzgig. He never met Fizzgig.
Mm.
I would have loved for him to have seen this business that I built because he tried so many times to build a business and it just never really took. And, I think if he was still here, I think if if he was still here, he would be here like every day just to
Oh,
hang out, just to sort of marvel at the fact that I
well,
have offices,
I mean, let's not hide the fact that he is there. I know for a fact.
right? Yes, he is. Y'all, we are convinced that he was here haunting Peach. Okay, so I have this shelving units. Okay, that came in this it's a long, skinny container. Right, they're long shelving units, 4 feet long. Right, boxes. I don't know, maybe yay thick, yay wide, and 4 feet tall. Okay, and I had this box. I bought like four of these units. There's two shelves in each box, right? And I had bought like four of these units, and two of them are hanging up, or not four, two of them, or blah, blah, blah. A total of four shelves. So I bought two of these boxes, and two of them are up in the lab, but I have another one, and it's unopened. Okay, and it had been sitting in the lab, leaning up against the wall for months. I mean months. Okay, it's a heavy box too. It's not something that would just the breeze would knock it over. Okay, it's a very heavy box and it was very anchored up against the wall. And one day, I think Peach was in shipping and I was in my office and we heard this smack, loud ass smack in the lab. And we both went running in there. This box had fallen over. Didn't slide.
By itself.
It didn't like lose its footing and slide this way.
Mm.
It fell over this way.
From this angle.
Yeah. I'm like, Dad,
Mhm.
you trying to tell me something?
And then she'd make me be in the lab all by myself. Meanwhile, her dad's behind me this whole time. making noises and flipping lids and
She would be in shipping, packaging up stuff, and she would swear like the light changed, that like somebody had walked behind her, like she could feel like a shadow walk behind her, and she's all like, "Your dad's here again."
yeah, yeah, come get your daddy because we're about to have a problem.
He would have loved you. Oh my God,
Oh,
he would have loved you.
my my cat has their crack again. So I have crack addicts.
Oh, okay.
One one of the cat Echo's crack we all know is ice, right?
Yes.
Well, the other one, you know those foam rollers that go into couch cushions to hold your couch cover in place?
Yeah.
They're about this long.
Yeah.
That's Delta's crack.
Oh, okay.
And inevitably, they will come out of the couch. She will get a hold of it and carry it around the house in her mouth, hollering. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
I heard a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, she's walking up and down the hall, just carrying her like a dog with a stick. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I hear you, bitch. What? What? Weirdest
Uh,
animals. All of my animals are crackheads. All of them. Levi, who pretty much hangs out here now all day long, will get irritated with me at working. He will go get his toy and start pushing it against my leg like this. And when I ignore him because I'm working, he
right.
drops it like this loud because it's a big old Kong toy.
Ah.
So it goes boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. And now all of a sudden it is pouring down rain like the hurricane just fucking hit.
Oh, I guess it's on its way here then.
Yeah, I will share it with you. I'm good like that.
Yeah.
You want to see? Want to see? Want to see what I've been doing?
Aw.
I gotta show you where I'm at. All right, so y'all all know. Oh, y'all may not know. I'm redoing my kitchen.
She
Uh,
is. I can't wait
everything.
to see it. It looks so pretty.
Oh my god! Everything is gray, white, and beigey brownish wood, right? Well, I've been looking everywhere for a set of kitchen curtains that will match because my previous uh, decoration, everything was coffee, like coffee colored. Had my kitchen curtains had like coffee beans all over it. I'm all about the coffee.
She really
Uh,
is.
but now coffee's not really going with the gray scheme that I'm doing. And so I'm looking everywhere and I can't find a set of kitchen curtains that I really, really like. And I'm looking everywhere. Well, I finally said, you know what? Fuck it. I will make my own. So here's the beginning of my kitchen curtain.
Ooh, look how pretty. I made some curtains once. I found a knitting pattern for curtains, and very, very lacy, very pretty.
It's
Um,
gorgeous.
but
And
yeah, it needs to be wider like that because I tried to make a long skinny curtain for a very long skinny window by my front door, and
yeah.
it just sort of curled in on itself. It didn't really
Oh
work.
yeah. But this is the yarn that I'm using. So
Oh, I haven't seen it grade it yet. Okay.
yeah, so it started off with this light color. That's what was on the inside, and then it went to the medium. Now it's at the dark.
Ooh,
It's
it's
about to
gonna
go
be
back
so
to medium. And
pretty.
actually, the length that it's going to be, I think I may end up ending on the white color again, or the light
See, for
gray.
some reason, when you held it up, I thought that was just a shadow. I didn't realize it was different
Yeah,
colors.
it's a
Okay.
green. Mm-hmm.
So pretty.
Okay,
So
cool.
pretty. Now, what
But
kind
yeah,
of stitch is that?
this is a shell stitch followed by a V stitch, and
Okay.
it's just repeated all over and over.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah, I'm liking how it's turning out. I
You
think
have 12 cats, and they're all
what?
seeing his mama.
Okay, see, you're psychic. Um, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
You're not saying, you're just saying.
Yeah. Um, yeah, no, cat. Mm-mm. Cats are psycho too. But you got 12 of them on purpose?
12.
Like, I don't even
Hey,
have the
you
ones
had
I have.
5 at one point,
Yeah,
so
but I don't have any of them on purpose. If it was up to me, I would never own another cat. It's not up to me, though. When they come up and they don't have a place to go and they're helpless, I got to take them. It's just what you
she's like, I
do.
just don't have a choice.
Right. It's just what you do.
Y'all, I swear, that's to see, and I'm living with a big dog is a big adjustment, guys. Okay, I mean, I've had these little
I
foo-foo
imagine it
dogs.
is for you.
What?
I imagine it is for you.
Well, yeah, I've only had these little foo-foo dogs
Yeah,
for like 10 years. I've just had little foo-foo dogs, and having a big dog is a big difference. It's a big change. It's a big adjustment. But
for sure.
he's so cool. I can't wait. Are you gonna come visit tomorrow or Sunday?
I'm going to try my best. Like, I have got to get my kitchen into working order again. For 2 weeks, we have been eating out, door dashing, and it's driving me insane.
It's
What
expensive.
I would give for a home cooked meal right now. But
Well,
all my shit piled up on my stove. I can't even get to it.
I could home cook you a meal.
Okay. Now we're talking. But no, I definitely have got to get my kitchen back in order. And I started today at lunch. I started clearing out my tools and uh, started picking up some of the trash and stuff. But
She's
ooh,
she's doing an excellent job on her kitchen, y'all. I can't wait to see it.
it's looking so good. And that shelf, oh my God, did that turn out nice?
Yeah, it did.
Because it was so just blah, you know? Um, like I didn't realize how much keeping that middle white would make it stand out as much as it does. Because before the whole thing was all one color, it was beige, ugly old
Hmm.
beige. Um, but yeah, now that I've painted it and like filled in the holes and gaps and all that kind of stuff,
It's
man,
so pretty.
it is. It's coming out
You feed one feral cat and they will tell their friends, yeah.
nice. All our friends. You're right. You are right about that. Like, dude, this house I went to the other night, they got kibble right outside the door. You don't even have to
Well,
look for it.
see, David's parents, they'll feed a feral cat and then they bring it inside and domesticate it.
That's what my
They
friend
have
said.
two now. They had one that they started feeding and they eventually got her to come inside and and they kind of domesticated her and so she's an indoor cat now. But then they got another one recently. Her name is Blanca because she's all white.
Oh, pretty.
And yeah, she's much more sociable than their other one. I'm not even sure what the first one looks like. They just call her Kitty. Um, I think she's white with sort of like calico splotches, like or like like orange and black splotches.
Mm-hmm.
From if I remember correctly from some of the pictures that she sent me, but that cat hides. That cat does not come out for jack shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
feral
y'all.
cats tend to do that.
Yeah. So she'll come out when it's just the two of them. But if they have any other people over, that cat is under the bed and does not come out.
Yeah.
But Blanca, on the other hand, she's very sociable. And she's all like, pet me, assume the position.
Yeah. I don't, Tiger. Why? Why no cats inside?
Yeah, why? Because they spray? I mean, that's probably a good reason why. I mean, especially if you haven't had them fixed and stuff. And, the male cats, yeah. Even female cats spray. Yeah, it's bleh. But, yeah. Now Blanca is she's beautiful too, and it just amazes me that they're these. I mean, she was feral. How do feral animals keep themselves so pearly white and clean? Like I don't get it. I mean, she is pristine,
Mm.
and she is outside all the time, and she is just the most pristine white. And I know cats keep themselves clean. I mean, I get it, but holy crap, she's beautiful.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Because I know my dogs certainly don't know how to do that.
No. I've seen your dogs, especially
He's
the
pretty
Huskies.
fair just now. Yeah, bringing him home, and he's like, okay, he's going straight to the bathtub.
And then he goes outside and starts all over again.
Uh,
Does he just roll around in the mud? Like, what does he do?
it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now I know Whiskey when he gets out, the first thing he does is go down to the creek, because there is a house that has, and it's not even like a creek; it's a creek.
It's a dribble.
Yeah. Um, he goes running down there. First thing he does is go play in the water. He's all about water. Um, like we couldn't even have the big water. Like we got one of those huge galvanized buckets, and that was the water trough. Yeah, we couldn't even keep that filled anymore because every time Whiskey would go out, first thing he'd do, he would actually put his feet into the water and then drink. With standing there with his feet in the water. It's like, dude, why? So I got one of these little contraptions that hooks up to the hose and you nail it into the wall and it has a little weight on it. So it just has about this much water and it's like face high. So they can't reach up and get their feet in it. And yeah, as they drink it, it just fills up as it needs to. It's
Oh, nice. Okay.
amazing.
They do have some $50 frames or more, but I put frames in prescription sunglasses, Polaroid mirror, blue frames, 15 after all, it's under 100. Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So you know your prescription's good. If you know your prescription, you're golden.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
I had to get another one because it's been like 3 years since I've been to the eye doctor. So.
I have considered, like the next time I do this, I've considered getting a second set of sunglasses, so I
Mm-hmm.
could have sunglasses in the car. Um, but yeah, and I wouldn't need bifocals on the sunglasses.
Well,
Wait a minute.
with Zenny, you can get those $4.95 clips that match your frames.
Well, not all of the frames have that.
Most of them do.
I'll
Oh,
have to check and see.
yeah. I mean, it may just depend on what kind you get. But
Seriously, Zenny Optical is so the way to go. And we've both done it. My cousin turned me onto it because she got it for her kids, and then I got some, and she got some. I mean, like, well, I think she already knew about it, but yeah, you already knew about it before me. You didn't share it with me,
bad, my bad.
but yeah.
So
Yep. I think mom got hers for like she had bifocals and astigmatism. I think hers cost like $80. Um, but yeah, and but hers are really, she's really blind.
well,
I
I
mean,
didn't.
like
Didn't
what's your
support me.
prescription? What's your main prescription? Is like negative what? Negative?
Oh fuck, I don't know. Hang on,
You don't know? Okay.
it's right here. Oh, get this. I go to a place called Marietta Eye Clinic. Right? They got one job. Eye clinic. The
Well, it
lady
probably
comes
breaks
in.
down into lots of different jobs, but okay.
Well, still, it's all about the eyes. Okay? Lady's doing my, which is better, one or two? One or two? That one? Um, I keep telling her the right eye isn't clear. The right eye isn't clear. And she's like, that's okay. That's okay. Yep, it's okay. Doctor will look at it in a second. I'm like, okay. I mean, I thought the whole point was for you to get me to a point where it was clear so you know what my prescription was, but okay. So she goes away. The actual doctor comes in. She's looking at this, and I told her, I'm like, when she's doing the ones and twos, it never got clear. And she goes, well, of course, they always want to blame it on something else. So she goes to my A1C. It's like, if you've been having some trouble with your blood sugar, that can affect what your eyes will do when it's trying to focus and whatever. And I'm like, okay. Wasn't this bad 2 years ago, but okay. So I give her my previous prescription so that she would have something to look at. And this was her face. I kid you not. I give her the paper. She goes, eyes bigger than her face. I swear to God. And She's like, no, something's not right. I said, that's what I've been telling you. So she gets on, does the ones and twos. Oh, she forgot to put in the astigmatism. You think?
Oh my gosh.
But what number are you asking for?
The main prescription number, like the main lens. Like it should be like -2 or 2.5.
I don't know what main is. I have sphere, cylinder, axis, and AD. ADD. I don't know.
Saphir.
Sphere is minus 0.5.
Holy crap. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not terrible. That's why I only have reading glasses right now because when I'm driving, I just drive. I just can't read like road signs and stuff.
Okay, what's your axis?
Wait. Axis. Okay, that's where mine gets jacked up. One side is 170. The other side is 008.
Oh no, that's the what's the power of the axis? Like what's the negative number?
Mine are positive numbers. It's 1.75 in one of them and 1.50 in the other.
Okay. So again, not terribly. Now
Mm-mm.
what's the ad would be your bifocal. So that would
Uh,
be another positive number
1.75.
on both.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that's not terrible, guys. All right, that's not it's I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty basic. All right. Your axis and here's what I love about my eye doctor. So my eye doctor actually explained this to me because I said, "What is an astigmatism?" And he pulled out like charts and graphs and pictures and shit and showed me. It was so cool. So apparently, our eyes see out of like lines like this. We have 180 of them, okay? They go like this all the way around like a pizza, okay? And generally speaking, when your eyes start to lose their vision, or when they go out of whack, they all go out of whack uniformly. But occasionally, actually probably more than occasionally, one of them gets further out of whack than the others. Okay, so and that's what the astigmatism is. Basically, the lens is correcting your vision so that it gives you a stronger power along that. It's called a dioptic. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so your 170 and 008, that's the actual dioptic
Oh wait.
that's of your eye that has gone out of whack. Like you have 180 dioptics in your eye, and you're on one side it's the 170 dioptic, and on the other eye it's the 8 dioptic. Okay. So
Is there something you need, dog? What? Levi's literally crawling under my legs. I'm so sorry.
all right. So for me, my vision is a lot more out of whack than hers. Hers is only a -0.5, which is nothing. I'm surprised she even needs glasses. Um, Mine is like -2.5 in one eye and -225 in the other. But here's the thing with mine. My astigmatism is literally double that.
Oh wow.
So they actually charge me a little bit more when they make my lenses because my astigmatism is double my vision. It's pretty crazy.
Oh,
My axes are actually 3 and 179, so it's actually pretty close to yours.
oh yeah.
Um, but mom's, on the other hand, mom is really blind. So you said yours is -1/2 on both eyes, and
Mm-hmm.
mine is -2.5. Right? Mom's is -5.5 on one and -7.25 on the other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, she's like, okay, I'm blind.
I love
But her astigmatisms aren't really that bad. Her astigmatism is only 1.5 on one and 3/4 on the other. So and I'm surprised yours are pluses actually. So that means so you said your astigmatisms are pluses instead of minuses. Huh.
Well, here's what's funny.
That's interesting.
Um,
It's almost like you're farsighted on your astigmatism and that's weird.
wow. But I just pulled up my prescription from 2019 completely different prescription altogether.
Oh,
Like completely. Um, Let me go back. Now it was done by America's Best, so take that for what you will. But my sphere was plus 1.5 and plus 1.25.
that's farsightedness.
And now apparently it's minus 0.5.
I think you may have gotten a wrong prescription, but
I don't know.
I could be wrong. So farsightedness means that you can see things far away, but you can't see things close up.
Well, technically, I can't see either. I can't see anything far away anymore, and I certainly can't read without something. So, yeah, can't do either.
Yeah.
My cylinder was also completely different 2 years ago. My cylinder was, I wonder, wait a minute. No, it says America's Best.
Yeah, see, Pack Rat's blind too. There you go, Mom. Don't feel bad. Pack Rat's got negative 475 and negative 525. I will be curious to see what my bifocals are when I go finally to get new glasses because yeah, I can't see jack shit until I can take my glasses off. I can see fine, but I can't. My arms are getting too short.
I hear you. That trombone only goes so far, doesn't it? Oh, God.
So yeah, so what kind of dish would I need to make to entice you to come over to visit? Like something hearty like meatloaf?
Well, okay, so I was telling David earlier, I will definitely swing by at some point. I just don't know how long or when it will actually be. So I don't want to like plan on being there at dinner time and then I can't break away at dinner time. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not like the food will go to waste. We love to eat.
But yeah, once I get started rolling out doing the countertop stuff, I can't just stop right in the middle of that. I have to finish that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said you wanted a home cooked meal, and I mean, I could entice you with a home cooked meal.
I understand. You absolutely can.
I mean, there's like I
I've
said,
had you cooking before. I know.
could do meatloaf. We could do pasta. We could
Oh,
do.
see, I can't do pasta.
No, you can't do pasta. That's right. But meatloaf.
Yeah, meatloaf is always good.
I could even make sure that I can get David to buy some pork rinds instead of breadcrumbs.
Uh-oh. Mm, this one's so good. Yeah.
Tiger, I did that too. My last set of glasses was oh, it was like 11 years before my doctor was like, I can't believe you haven't come to see me in 11 years. I was like, sorry. But they worked fine. I mean, like I really didn't feel like I couldn't see. I mean, like basically when I got these glasses, I kind of felt like now everything was in high def,
You're
but
right.
I could still read just fine. They really weren't that different. Um, but what happened is that when you have a husband that's like a bull in a china shop, and and you lay your glasses down and he breaks them, that's what happens. So
Okay.
yeah.
Absolutely. Mm, so today was my last day at E-Verifile. I spent uh I spent a lot of time crying.
Aww.
These people are
So wait, but it's the
so
same company, right?
well. It's a completely different division. So I won't be talking to
Hi.
them or doing anything with them.
Look, it's dumbass.
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 Um, but yeah, I won't have any interactions with them unless I, like make an effort to have an interaction. So my day to day, hey, how's everybody doing is not going to happen anymore. So very, very sad day. But it was very cool. they're all very happy for me and wish me well and all those good things. So,
King
yeah.
Dumbass. There you go. King Dumbass.
Mm-mm.
I have to
So,
remember that one. King Dumbass.
no, I ain't got but one king, and yeah, he sits on the throne in heaven. No, so
Well, yeah, but he's not King Dumbass.
reading really sucks. Though, yeah, yeah, it does. Especially when now,
I
why is
take.
everything so tiny all of a sudden? Like,
I
and
don't think it is. I think
yeah,
we're just
it
getting
is. Shut
older.
up, shut up. Yes, it
Shut
is.
up. Shut up.
Shut up.
I did. This is me constantly put my glasses up here and it is on my phone because I cannot read my phone whatsoever.
Yeah. See, I have to have my glasses for my phone. Um,
Ooh.
but yeah, that's why this is why I keep them on the chain so I can just go, okay, now I'm driving. Now I'm driving. Okay. And now we stopped and we need to text Kroger to say I'm here for my thing. So I put them back on and we text Kroger.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, yeah, I'm the opposite. I could not drive without my glasses. Holy crap, I would kill somebody. Totally kill
Stop
somebody.
playing with you.
And
No,
and David has perfect vision. How is that possible?
right?
He's 50
Like
years old with perfect vision.
I, I don't even know what kind of like which lines did he stand in
I know.
when he was a kid? Because
Cause
I mean, he's got the boys. He's got the the health thing. He's got the eye thing. I mean,
he's got the
Jesus,
metabolism thing. Like what the
right?
fuck?
Like I don't even like him anymore.
Somebody was generous the day they made. They were giving out the good shit the day made him.
Like,
I mean,
I mean, I already know which lines he missed, but I'm just saying.
I
It's funny
don't
because
even know if I want you to expand on that.
David isn't human. Oh, you have a point. You have
But
a
yeah, I mean, because I would tell you guys, okay, I first got diagnosed needing glasses when I was like 11, I think. It's like fifth grade, 10 or 11. And it wasn't very much. It was a very, very slight prescription. But obviously, these is back in the day when they would write shit on a chalkboard. And if I sit in the back of the class, I could not see the chalkboard. Okay. Um, so yeah, um, I needed glasses when I was at school, basically, so I could read the chalkboard. But then later on, when they kind of ditched chalkboards and went to overhead projectors, like that was black writing on a white screen. Like I didn't need my glasses for that. I could see that just fine.
right.
Um, so I didn't wear my glasses, not to drive or anything, for the longest time. The first year I was in college, though, my vision went,
Mm.
and that was also the first year I started spending a lot of time in front of a computer screen.
Yep, that'll do it.
But here's the argument though that I don't understand when it comes to David. He has been spending time in front of a computer screen since he was 8 years old.
Yep.
Okay, this boy started programming when he was 8.
Yep.
Okay, so don't tell me that. I mean, why is his vision still perfect after spending 40 some odd years in front of a
Yeah,
computer screen?
exactly. And now I didn't need glasses until I think I was 32 when I first needed glasses. And that was a good 10 years after I had been working in the computer industry.
Hmm, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, I knew it was probably inevitable. Both my parents had pretty bad vision, and I mean, not really bad vision, but both my parents needed glasses to function. So I mean, that's a hereditary thing. So, and both me and my brother wear glasses. I mean, and his wife wears glasses, and both their kids wear glasses. I mean, like it's definitely hereditary.
Yeah.
But both of David's parents wear glasses, but I don't know when they got them. I suppose they may have not gotten them until later in life.
Yeah, mine didn't get theirs until they needed reading glasses.
Scuba. All right, you know what? I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you opened the door,
Yeah, it did.
I mean, what brand of stupid, okay? Did you? You had that laser here at Higgy's. You aimed it across the room at my little Safada little, what do they call those little triangle tent paper things? You know like a little sign like thing that's like a little tent. And it was sitting on top of our microwave, and you aimed it across the room at that thing, and it started to burn. You almost lit it on fire.
Oh, not that one, he says.
Not that one. Uh-huh. All right.
Oh my God, Tiger.
Oh shit. This was a green laser in a small bathroom. It lit up the bathroom. Well, why did you look at it?
Well, he has a penis, so need to say more.
Scuba, 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 scuba. Scuba, 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 scuba. You only get one set of eyes. I'm just saying. It was pretty. But it was so pretty. So was the eclipse, but I damn sure wasn't looking at it until the moon was firmly in place in front of it.
That came up in my memories not too long ago.
I know because it just happened last week.
Yeah, the 21st. But I got the best picture because we drove up. We drove up to the Scout Reservation up in Blue Ridge.
We went
Uh,
to Dillard.
yeah, yeah. So okay. Um, and we were up there, and
Yeah, don't do that.
I've got the best picture of Devin seeing his first ever eclipse. Actually experiencing it, and he's laying on the parking lot, looking up through the thing, and the face that he made when it finally happened and everything got dark. And oh man, it was the best. It's the best picture. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, guys. Okay, I've experienced several eclipses in my lifetime. Okay, the first one I remember, I think I was in the third grade. I remember it happening during. Well, I don't know if it happened during lunch. Actually, I think maybe they just corralled everybody into the cafeteria at the same time so that they could, keep an eye on everybody and, make sure nobody was trying to sneak peeks at it. That's probably more likely. They put it on the TV. They put a TV as a little. Our school had a little black and white TV. It was only like a 20-inch TV, but so we were to watch it. But all the staff, all the administration was outside with their little cards that had like aluminum foil on it.
Oh yeah, yeah, full squares.
And, okay, bye, Pack Rat. Thank you for hanging out.
Bye, Becky.
And so they were outside, and but I remember there was another one that happened. I think when I must have been in the fourth grade because I remember my fourth grade class was in a trailer. We were, I don't know if you guys at schools did this, but when our schools got overloaded, they would actually set up trailers outside the school, and they would have classrooms in there.
God, I hated those things.
Right? I know my fourth grade. So I had fourth grade in a trailer, and um, so they brought all the trailer kids inside to sit in the library during the eclipse because they didn't want them, they didn't want the kids sneaking looks out the window, right?
Mhm.
And I remember I went and I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I was like, please let me go. And they're like, okay, but you better promise not to look up because there were skylights in our bathroom. So they were like, you better promise not to look up. I was like, okay, okay, I promise, I promise. And I went to the bathroom and I did a quick peek like this,
Of
and I was like, ooh,
course.
I won't tell anybody. But I think it was partial eclipse. Um, and I remember one when I was in college that was happening. It actually was happening during lunchtime, so I was actually outside. But I didn't look at it, but I did remember walking down the sidewalk and seeing the light poking through the trees and making little crescent moons on the sidewalk, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, but I've never experienced totality. All right, and I'm telling you guys, if it's possible, and when I'm saying possible, it's like is if the path of totality is within, say, a 3-hour drive of you, just go.
Yep.
Just go.
It's worth it.
Okay.
Every single minute. It's worth it.
Absolutely. It is so worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. We drove about 2 hours. Well, it was 2 hours there. It was over 7 hours to get back. The traffic was insane because we went there super early because we went to this place called the Dillard House, and the Dillard House has this fantastic
Oh,
restaurant, and we thought we were going to get there in time to have breakfast, but they were like, no, they were turning people away for breakfast. But we bought tickets to have this. It was like not a buffet style meal, but it was sort of like a cafeteria style where there was like an assembly line where you could get a lunch and you could sit down, you could eat, and they just had this big open area where you could just sort of set up camp out in the field and for the eclipse for the event. And yeah, so we had to drive that far to get to the path of totality, but we were dead center in the middle of the path of totality, so we had the maximum amount of time, which is 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And yeah, I mean, it was just like I said,
oh,
if if it's within 3 hours drive of you, go,
yeah.
just go.
Abs-
It's the most, and I'll tell you, here's my little inspirational story. I have never seen a more obvious proof of God than I did that day. And I'm gonna tell this is my sappy ass little story here. I'm gonna tell you. We were there. We were up there. We'd set up our site, everything. We had our little area, that we had our chairs and our drinks and whatnot. We had brought all the kids with us, and I mean, we could see that it started. We had our glasses up. We're watching it, and it takes a long time. I mean, before the moon is not visible anymore. It's like a good 3 hours, from the time it starts to the time it ends. Um, and about 30 minutes before totality, this cloud cover set in. I
Oh,
mean, big time cloud cover. Okay, there was not a break anywhere, and I was so pissed.
mm-hmm.
I mean, people were packing up and leaving, right? I mean, there are a lot of people packed up and left. I mean, and David was trying to make the best of it. And the kids were being good sports about it. We were just still kind of playing around, and people were sitting in circles with guitars and singing songs and whatnot. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was a wonderful time, okay? But I was mad. And I sat down in my chair, my arms folded like this. I was pouting. I was pissed, right? And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this, guys. Less than 5 minutes before totality, the clouds broke. And it was just a halo right around the sun. I mean, there were clouds here, there were clouds here, there were clouds in every direction, except for this small break in the clouds right around the sun.
Wow.
And I jumped up from my chair and I said, "There is a God and He loves us." And this woman who was about 3 feet away from me, she was like, "Right?" And the clouds stayed broken for
Nice.
that 2 minutes and 40 seconds for us to witness the totality. And then, literally 3 or 4 minutes after it was over, the clouds closed back in.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was proof of God.
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't believe it. It was an amazing feeling. Like, I just felt this just overwhelming. I can't even explain it. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, I get that. I absolutely get that. Look at the picture I just sent you.
Okay. No.
Look at
Okay.
that face.
All right. I'm going to share it with everybody here.
You're just in awe, absolute awe. Which, I mean, natural reaction to seeing your first eclipse, but
Oh, it was amazing.
yeah.
But I'm not. So that was him laying on the ground,
Mhm.
looking up at. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
But guys, if you have the means, the motive, or you know what, even if you don't have the means and the motive, just find a way. Okay, just find a way and just go.
Yeah.
You need to experience totality because it's phenomenal. It
Mhm.
really is. It's truly phenomenal.
Yeah. I made sure because this is what the second totality one I've had. Um, I don't remember the first one really because I was too young. But I
I think that
remember
was the third grade one. I think was the
probably.
totality one. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense because I think I was in fourth or fifth grade, somewhere around in there. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm 1 year behind you, so yeah.
Um, but I remember to tell everybody at that point of darkness, take notice of all the little things that you hear and that you see, because
Yeah.
what most people don't realize until they start thinking about it later, all of the animals will go silent. They
It
go
gets stupid quiet.
absolutely silent. Um, and
The street lights come on, the crickets start to chirp.
well, I mean, typically it's not that long for the night sounds to start up. So just for those couple of minutes, it's just silent. And then the weird little like shadows that normally is just sunlight coming through a tree
Hmm.
now has like this halo and this weird little, it almost looks like a hologram on the ground. Um, so yeah, I made sure to tell them, yes, definitely look and see that full ring. That's beautiful.
Yes.
But then look away and look around and listen and just envelop it, because
Yes.
yeah, a lot of people will just sit there and just stare at the ring and don't realize all this other neat stuff that's going on around
David brought a white
them.
David brought because he heard about these things called shadow snakes that happen right at the point of the beginning and towards the end of totality. Okay, because you've got the moon is passed in front of the sun, but the moon is not, contrary to popular belief, the moon is actually a teensy tiny bit smaller than the sun. Okay, when this happens, and so the sun has a very volatile surface, right? You have these fire that's just shooting out in all different directions, just constantly moving, right? And so when the moon is sitting in front of it, um, these licks of fire that's happening, right? And that you've got the moon at the very edge, and it creates this crazy this this crazy moving shadow thing, and they're called shadow snakes. It doesn't happen when the moon is centered on the sun. It only happens when the moon is at those two very edges. Okay, and you can really only see it very well if you've got like a white poster board. And David did take a video of it, of the shadow snakes. You can sort of see it on the video. It's kind of hard to see on the video, but they were there. Um, so he was videoing the poster board at that moment, and you could see it's just it looked like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just the whole thing is just a phenomenal event
Yeah.
that everybody should experience. And so yeah, I know the last or the next one I think is happening in 2024, and it's going through Arkansas. I don't know if we'll be able to make that one or not, but yeah, it's just really wild, guys. You should totally try to make it if you can.
It's very cool. Very cool.
Ah, but yeah, the street lights coming on and the crickets start to chirp, and it does get quiet. I mean, there was a lot of people around, but they got pretty quiet. I mean, first
I
there was a big shout of cheering when the clouds broke, of course.
mean,
And then there was another big shout of cheering because they made an announcement when the totality was in full effect that it was safe to take our glasses off at that point. They made a big announcement over it, and everybody cheered at that. But then once that died down, it was just quiet.
yeah.
I mean, there were probably 1,000 people there,
Oh wow.
and it was just quiet.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
not quite as that. Like I said, a lot of people went home when the cloud cover set in. Um, but maybe so there wasn't that. But there was a lot of people.
We got lucky. There was hardly anybody at the Scout Reservation, and I thought it was going to be packed because that line of totality, like where it came down, it was, it didn't come that far into Georgia. Um,
No,
and I thought for sure all of the scouts that I knew would be at the reservation. Um,
No, it with guys. Okay, so Georgia is shaped. You know what? Here we go. We'll do a little diagram. Here we go. I'll show you.
I think if
Where's
we
my marker? All right,
make it bold.
Georgia. Georgia's kind of shaped like this. This might be backwards on your side, but anyway, all right.
No,
Georgia's kind of shaped like this. All right. The totality hit that teeny tiny little corner right there.
yeah, yeah. It came down just a little bit over the line.
Okay. I mean, and for reference, okay, Atlanta's about here. Okay, I'm 20 miles northeast of there, and she's about 20 miles northwest of there. Okay, so
Yeah,
right in that teeny tiny little divot right up here, that's where the totality was.
yeah. It was. It definitely did not come down far. So yeah, I knew when I saw the map of where it was going to be. I was like, that is right there at the damn scout reservation
Yeah,
at the Tennessee line. Like, that's where we're going.
yeah. I'm so glad that we did it. We took the day off, and like I said, getting out. Now, once it was over, getting out of there was a problem
Yeah,
because we got there earlier so that we didn't have that much traffic getting there. But when everybody was leaving at the same time, I mean, it took us 7 hours to get home.
good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad.
I'm glad there were not a whole lot of scouts because that would have been the same issue with us.
Yeah, it was
Because
bad.
coming out of uh, the Woodruff Reservation, it is a very windy, curvy 2-lane road
Yep.
till you get to
Well, that
like
was
the
just it. We sat on the Dillard property for I don't know how long. I mean,
yeah,
it just did not move for hours.
yeah, it's like leaving Lenox Mall at 4th of July.
Oh, it was terrible. It
Yeah,
was just, I
it
mean,
just doesn't
but
happen.
but it was worth it. It was terrible, but it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. I couldn't. 10 out of 10 would do it again.
I got to show you something very fun for me. All right, so you may or may not know this about me. I have a love of house shoes.
House shoes?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm a
Like
shoe
slippers?
hoarder. I'm a shoe hoarder for sure.
Oh
But
yeah.
I
I
have
have
this
funky shoes.
I have this thing about really fun house shoes, whether they're slippers or full on shoes or whatever. I just have a thing about
Okay.
it. I found my big deal Amazon deal site that I'm on all the time.
Okay.
Of course, they posted a deal and I couldn't pass it. You take a look at my new house slippers.
You bought me some of those. She bought me some of those a while back.
I did. I bought you green ones.
She bought me green ones, and I do love them. The only thing I will say about them is that when you're laying, like if you're sitting on a chair with your feet up in the recliner,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to push on the Achilles heel a bit. So they tend to kind of rub there. If you're just kind of letting your feet hang off the end like this, the spine on the back there that goes along your Achilles heel is a little stiffer than I is comfortable.
Gotcha.
So that's the only reason I don't wear them all the time, but I do love them. That and the fact that they're very warm.
Did
Um,
do the ones I gave you? Do they have a hard sole?
Not hard, but it is rubber. I mean, it is like a rubbery plastic type of sole.
Yeah, this one has a hard sole on it. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, so I've got some purple Converse house shoes,
Yeah, mine are green.
and I bought
They're like army
Devin,
green.
I bought Devin a pair
Oh,
that is Green Bay colors.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah, shh, don't say
Okay, I will say nothing.
that. Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, no, I love mine. I just it like I said, if I'm gonna be lounging
I
around the
actually forgot
house.
about the ones that I gave you. Yeah, all about those.
Yeah, if I'm be lounging around the house, they do tend to rub on my ankles, on the back of my ankles a bit, and are not comfortable. But if you're gonna be up and about, they're
Yeah,
great.
these are great. Okay.
Yeah, 100 over 77 scuba. That's pretty awesome. I was impressed when I went to have my surgery last Friday. They took my blood pressure. Um, it was like 117 over 83. I was like, damn, you can't get better than that. She's like, right?
Really great.
Because it had been a, not, I wouldn't say high, but it had been like a little high the last time. Like I think it was like 140 over like 95, which is, a little elevated. Not really like
Yeah,
in a,
that's
not bad, just
yeah,
elevated.
nothing at
Um,
all to really be concerned with. That's for sure.
right. And so when she took the blood pressure this time, I was like, oh man, watch it be high again. Watch me start having blood pressure issues. And she took it and
Right.
it said 177 over 83. I was like, I'll take that. Or 117 over
I was gonna say
83.
177. Wait, what?
No, 117 over 83. Like it was almost perfect.
Yeah, that is great. Oh my gosh, I gotta figure out what to do for dinner.
Oh, you did?
Oh
Oh,
no, I
okay.
don't, because I just picked up groceries, and I specifically ordered stuff that I wouldn't have to use my stove for. So like uh I got some fish fillets that can just go straight to the oven.
Oh, those are nice. Oh, it came across really big. Let's see if I can open it. That's a that's an eclipse? It looks like it's computer generated. Look at this.
What?
The Tiger said he took this picture. But check it out. It looks computer generated. It looks so perfect. Look at that.
Hang on, it's coming. Just thinking about it. I think I can. I think I can.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm sitting here waiting on it to load. That's it. That's the yellow ring.
Yeah, that's the picture he just sent me.
Oh my gosh.
That's wild. It almost looks green. That's crazy. What kind of camera did you use to take that picture?
Right? Oh, okay. So now I've got to send you this one.
With a Coolpix camera? That's really awesome. That is really awesome.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be peach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll share that one. That's beautiful.
I made a collage.
She did make a collage. I took some pictures, but they did not come out very well.
I
These are
actually,
a little better than the ones I took. I mean, these are definitely better than the ones I took, but I ended up stealing some off somebody else's page who had like a really nice camera. Um, but yeah, that's cool.
I actually took pictures from my phone with the filter in front of the lens,
Okay.
the eclipse filter.
Okay.
Or actually, we had those like the 3D lenses type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we had those.
So yeah, I just put one of those over my phone camera
Why though?
so that it would so that you could see it, because otherwise you couldn't really see anything.
It was really, yeah, it was really bright. It didn't, I know I tried taking them without anything and it did not come out very good. But
Yeah,
those are
because
pretty cool.
those first 8, that's with the lens, and then those
Right.
last ones are not.
Yep. Yep. Very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool. Okay, David sent me something now too. What are you messing with me? What you messing with me? Oh, are you outside? He's outside roasting coffee. And this is the look he's getting. Hang on, let me get this. He's like, Daddy, what are you doing out there? Oh, wait, wrong. Hang on. Daddy, what are you doing out there? Oh, look, my balls stopped spinning.
Poor thing. I want to go outside too. That's funny.
Hey, he's such a beautiful dog.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Such a beautiful dog.
Yep. You're lucked out.
I did. I did. I know. He's so great. You got some of the snakes too. That's cool. Yeah, the snakes are really, really cool. They're like, it just weird shit happens when there's an eclipse. I mean, it really it's just weird shit. And it doesn't happen very often. Well, guys, we are 9 minutes until 8 o'clock, so which means Scuba will be on. He will probably be joining us here momentarily. He probably won't say anything though. He tends to stay quiet when he joins a Zoom call. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. And I know, like, I haven't been real consistent about doing shows. I'm trying to think. Okay, so today's the 27th. Probably could do it next week, probably. But the following week, we won't be doing it because we're having our all bestie blowout weekend. All
Beating
best,
some
wait,
Dana.
bestie blowout beach weekend.
Ah, the BBBB.
Yep, we are going to Savannah and we are going to go hang out on the beach and we are going to stay with my friend Amy and she is my other bestie. And so now my two besties are finally going to meet each other and they're just going to love each other because I just know it because they're so cool. Um, I mean, who wouldn't love Peach? I mean, come on, look at her.
Well, there is that.
But you're going to love unfair. Hey, it's my birthday. Oh, that's right. All bestie birthday blowout beach weekend. That's it. That was the other B. I knew there was a missing B. Bestie birthday blowout beach weekend.
Yeah,
So,
BBBB.
yeah. So, because it is my birthday is on the 12th and her birthday is on the 9th.
Yeah,
And well, Amy's birthday is in March, but we just won't pay attention to that. But anyway,
yeah, that's okay. I
yeah,
mean,
that's
not
okay.
everybody can be a perfect Virgo. It's all right.
Right. Um, yes, Munchkins is tomorrow, so y'all wish Munchkin a happy birthday when Scuba starts his show.
Yes,
Um, yes, huh? And you're trying to get well. Don't come back that weekend because I'm going to be in Savannah. We're going the weekend of the 9th or the 10th, 11th, and 12th. We're going to be in Savannah, so don't come back that weekend. Come.
Oh, crap. I need to tell my new boss that I'm off Friday.
Is that
I
going to
need
be
to,
okay?
oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've got PTO, but because I'm switching bosses, I couldn't put in for it.
Oh, okay.
So,
So yeah, so Friday we're going to go down Friday. Friday is and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got to come back Sunday before dinner time because I want to go to Provino's and get my free birthday dinner.
oh, okay.
You're welcome to come with,
Here you
but I got to go to Provino's and get my free birthday dinner.
go.
So I definitely want to be back in time for that. And yeah,
Yeah, I gotta
birthday.
figure out where I want to go for mine.
Yeah,
My birthday will be Thursday night.
yeah.
We leave out. So,
Plus two, I got to spend time with my family and shit.
whatever.
My husband and my mom are probably gonna want to, spend some
Oh,
time for my birthday.
so greedy. God. We're gonna have ourselves a really, really good time. Definitely.
We're just going to go and unwind, like
Unplug.
decompress,
Yes.
unplug, unwind, and just sit on the beach. Probably get sunburned.
And there may or may not be out. No, there will be
Oh,
out.
there will be alcohol involved.
In fact, I'm bringing it with me.
I guarantee there's gonna be alcohol involved. Okay.
Lots of alcohol.
Who do
Absolutely.
you think you're talking to?
Right?
No, 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 no.
Yeah, I already know. I get the Tanqueray. We'll put it in the cooler.
Ooh, I haven't had tank and tonic in a while,
I know.
right?
Oh, and I got a whole bottle of Diet Tonic in there too.
Ooh.
I got to hook up for you,
Although
girlfriend.
that time you brought me Diet Sprite, that was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. We had to do Sprite.
Couldn't find tonic water, so we did Sprite, which was pretty good.
That was such a fun day.
It really was. I just needed to get drunk that day.
And trying to work drunk was fun.
It's like, I'm the boss, fuck it.
Y'all, it was so funny. I'd be in the lab doing the thing, and every now and then I'd be like, "Shot time!" and you come bring shots of Fireball.
She would do a fireball. I was doing Tanqueray. So.
Or no, and it was Jack Fire. I don't do Fireball. That stuff's like rock gut whiskey. Ugh, can't do it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Jack butters. Those
I know
shit.
Aries likes to do fireballs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not into it. I don't like cinnamon that much.
Oh God, I'm gonna make some cinnamon. Cinnamon, everything is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that crazy about cinnamon. Yeah,
I mean, like real cinnamon, candy cinnamon, whatever.
yeah,
I'm all about it.
yeah. No, nah.
In fact, that's
You know
probably
what?
what.
I was gonna. Everybody rags on vanilla like being plain, like being when you say something's plain or boring, it's so
It's
vanilla.
vanilla. Yeah.
I don't understand why people say that about vanilla.
What?
Vanilla is fucking awesome. Okay, vanilla goes with everything.
Right.
You can dress vanilla up in every which way and it still works. Like it doesn't matter what you add to it. Vanilla works in everything. Okay?
You ain't lying.
Vanilla is awesome. All right. So when Obi was having some little digestive issues, and plus I can't get Fizzgig on a feeding schedule to save my life. So the only way I can get her to eat when I want her to eat is to bribe her with by putting yogurt. And well, we were feeding him yogurt as well, but I mix up her food with some yogurt.
Mm,
And because you don't really want to give your dogs flavored yogurt. I mean, you can, but it's preferable to give him plain yogurt. Well,
mm,
David couldn't find plain yogurt, but he did find some vanilla yogurt. So he brought home this big container of vanilla yogurt that I've been using to I take her food and I mix up some yogurt in it. And but holy crap, have you had vanilla yogurt?
That's what I use in my smoothie.
Holy
Vanilla
shit.
bean yogurt.
Dude, that stuff tastes like vanilla icing. Like it's
Yeah,
like cake icing. It's amazing.
it is really good.
Like holy shit. No wonder Fizzgig likes to eat her food now. I mean, like,
Yeah, no, I basically quit buying flavored yogurt completely. I get the big humongo thing of Cabot Cove vanilla bean yogurt, Greek yogurt, and then I'll throw in fresh fruit in it if I want a fruit flavor. You
I
know.
mean, it's just amazing. So
Hmm.
yeah, you people who like to rag on vanilla, vanilla is amazing. Okay, vanilla ice cream, amazing. You can put anything on it and it goes. You can't put just anything on pistachio ice cream,
True
but
story.
you can put pistachio nuts on vanilla ice cream.
Yep.
See? So vanilla's awesome. Oh, look at that. There's a
Oh, tell them I'm not here.
spam. All right, guys. I'm gonna play the outro, but you guys head on over to Scuba's channel and hang out over there, and we will see you guys momentarily. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I
Bye,
love you.
Bobby.
I miss you, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, look, I have hair.
All right, I'm gonna fail. I've got to go get my grenade put up.
Do you have to leave?
Yeah, I left my groceries out when I came home.
Oh, okay.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
I have this locked.
Oh, I better say end stream now.
Yeah, you might want to do that. There you go.